Now watch. Somebody's gonna be here in like 5 or 10 minutes. Just watch. Mark my words. I don't know if I can't even think of Leon's last name, but I don't know if him and Eric Calhoun were making a movie or what. He got to where I didn't even really hang with those guys. But all the shit that's transpired since then to now, unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. And all the different aspects of fucking boundaries that were broken, not respected. I mean, they can't say they're making a documentary because the documentary, the makers of the film, can't sabotage the lives of the people in the documentary. Can't harm them. You know, you can't get them fired from jobs. You can't. I mean, can't do that anyway. Period. But to do that, so you can make a fucking film. Whatever. And he fucked up. believe in 2019, there were 47,572 people in the United States that committed suicide. This shit was getting stressful for everybody. So the majority of people didn't really band together, but they were just extending their help to whoever they could. That's what we do in this country. But what I call, well, back then I called friends, but I didn't realize that they weren't. They're going to completely like manipulate just some shady, shicey shit. I mean, and I don't know how much was kept in secrecy from me. You probably probably know more than I, but I'll speak on what the fuck I know. Anyhow, during that time of the pandemic, everybody was stressing, and they were still dumping this excess stress bullshit on me, sabotaging my vehicles and all this shit, my job. I believe they even provided the 9mm Luger that I put in my fucking mouth when I almost blew my fucking brains out. I mean, who would dump extra stress on somebody during that time? But that's not even the main point. The main point I was trying to get at is after that, and after I had said something about it, it still never changed. Now, I still have not seen a fucking check stub since 2016. It's 2022 now. Probably between September and or at the end of September 2022, this today. You know, all the vehicles I had, I got myself. My mother's never got me a fucking car. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't able to. You know? And I don't blame her for that because I had vehicles. It was my elected friends, the ones that I picked as friends that fucked me out of my vehicles. You know what I'm saying? That faking car accidents and wrecking shit and getting me fucking locked up and getting my shit taken and then because, you know, somebody get you fired from your job, you get another, they get you fired from that one. With the smear campaign, there's no fucking telling what the fuck, you know. Why would you do that shit to somebody? Because if you're going to film some shit, you smear their fucking name. And while you getting all this fucking money like a fat cat, you know, and they're about to blow their fucking brains out for suicide. Because, I mean, they're, completely fucked because anytime they try to get a job, you sabotage that because you got access to their phone, so you're gonna intercept all their attempts to get a fucking job. And you sabotage and compromise those efforts to keep them at the spot where they're subservient to what the fuck you need to, so you can live like a fat cat and they can live stressed as fuck. That's the fucking number 2 leading cause of death is stress. So they were inherently trying their damnedest to get me to kill myself. And I was like, well, that's kind of fucked up. I ain't never stolen out one thing from none of these motherfuckers. You know, I've always been the most honest one. But then the Messiah opens our eyes to everything whenever we're ready to know the knowledge of it. And there was music that I created, there's music that I wrote that was stolen and used and profited from. You know, at this point, I was living in my goddamn truck because my job was sabotaged. You know what I'm saying? Living in my truck. And they knew it would be a matter of time before I found out about the stolen music and all that shit. So when they had Miss Sandoval call me on the north side over and over and over and over, saying somebody was trying to kick in her door. At this point, I was like sick of her shit because I seen she was something about her that I knew was fucked up, so I wasn't gonna deal with it no more. Mind you, I was living on the south side. She's living on the north side. Well, I was crashing on somebody's couch on the south side. That's a whole nother goddamn story in itself. But anyhow, she started calling about 8 or 9 that evening. I kept telling her, I don't care. Call somebody else. And she kept on calling, and about 3 in the morning, I said, fuck it. I'll go over here. Once I had my truck, started headed to the north side. My hood flies up when I got on the highway. Slams back. You know, windshield shatters. I thought I got shot in the head because everything went completely black and it was like a loud bang, and I had no idea. And then gonna find out that was engineered. You know, but I tried to pull to the side of the highway. There's semis coming and shit. You know, it was 3 in the morning, but still there were semis out. But pulled over, got the hood down and shut. Hoods all was beat to shit. Windshield was fucking fucked. So at this point, I'm fuming, man, fuming. So I continue to Miss Sandoval's house. And I get there. There's 3 vehicles that were running. They had people in it. And there's several gentlemen standing in the courtyard of the apartments. And I was already pissed about my truck. So I hopped out and I'm talking shit to all these people. Telling them, stop picking on a girl, start some shit with me. And they kind of just looked through me. I kind of pushed through the crowd and went into the breezeway that went up the stairs. Very, very narrow stairwell. Very, very narrow. But once you got to the top, there's a door across from a door, for each unit was across from each other. And then Miss Sandoval let me in. And I said, what the hell's going on? Then she pointed to this young lady that was sitting in the corner, and I guess the dude was supposed to be there trying to get in to get her. So then I asked that young lady, and I'm Miss Sandoval's friend, whatever. I said, who? I said, what the fuck you steal from the dude? She tried to say, no, she didn't steal nothing. No, she didn't. And Sandoval got mad at me. But I was like, he ain't just trying to fucking get in here and, you know what I'm saying? Then she said it was some, I don't know, some generic amount or whatever. I don't even want to get in. But at this point, then the gentleman's kicking on the door again. She's trying to hold it. I mean, it's knocking the shit out of her from her trying to hold it. So I told her to move. I said, move. She said, what are you going to do? I said, let him in. So she opens the door. Then I hear Chop, the neighbor, older black woman, but she's still full of piss and vinegar. I'm telling you, she's a tough old woman. Like she still works as a commercial painter or something. But she said, no, partner, I wouldn't do that if I was you. And then I looked back to see what she was talking about. I didn't even know she was out there. Well, he went to grab a firearm that was in the back waistband of his pants, I guess, and she grabbed his hand and had him marked in there. You know, that's why I knew, yeah, his intent was, well, because, I mean, we decided to let him in and get to the girl that he was saying that he was after. If that's what he was, if she had stole something from him. But he still opted to pull his firearm, or try to pull his firearm, once I turned my back, which I didn't know he had. And then they left. Whatever. Sun's about coming up, and I'm tired. I did not even want to be there. Then the police come, which I still don't know what. Oh, because the manager of the apartment got back, and they're asking him what was going on. Then he banned me from the property. You see what I'm saying? It was all bullshit. See what I'm saying? And I didn't even have any gas in my vehicle. And she said she was gonna give me some gas. Whenever I asked her for some gas, you know, she started yelling and cussing and all this shit. You know what I mean? This after me telling her fucking no from 9 o'clock to 3 in the morning. I did not want to fucking go over there and deal with that bullshit. But she was mad she wasn't getting compensated because they didn't complete the task of ending my life. And that's the first of 4 attempts that I got, that I can account of, where I can tell you the play-by-play on 3 more. Somebody said, well, I'll catch you on the next